Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you why the market's been crashing over the last 24 hours and slightly recovering now. I'm going to also tell you my views on EOS and why I think this is a very interesting coin to hold. I will briefly talk about Wanchain as I see this as one of the next coins to watch, and I'll issue my warning around about some spam IOTA seed generator websites. Hey guys, it's Jay here from Stake Mentor. Before I want to give you my opinion on what's been happening over the last few days, people are asking me, who are you? Who are Jay? So my background is, I'm a startup guy. I'm a former VC investor. Essentially, I'm similar to many of you guys. I'm very passionate about the crypto world, and I fell with the crypto world around a year ago. And since then, I was able to make a little bit of money. I was able to learn more about the crypto world, and I generally feel like it's a interesting space to be in, and I want to share my knowledge or my thoughts and my opinions with you guys. As always, I'm not a expert. I wouldn't call myself an expert. Certainly I've made some money out of this, but I wouldn't necessarily call myself an expert. So I can completely relate myself to a lot of you people. So let's get straight into this. What happened over the weekend? Well, we've seen some interesting sell-off happening on Sunday for the last 24 hours, and that was primarily driven by India. So initially we had China, then South Korea, and now India. India's government or tax authorities have realized that a lot of people have been doing crypto exchanges without declaring tax. So they've literally looking or banned all the accounts related to cryptos or all accounts who've been conducting crypto exchange trades, which they realized is around 3.5 billion of transactions happening. So in this scenario, the Indian government realizes this is a good opportunity for them to actually make some additional money, and realized, okay, it's time to step in. So that led to a bit of a sell-off over the weekend, but as you can see, prices are slightly recovering. Overnight we saw some minus 10, 14, 15% decreases, but things are looking back to the positive. I want to point out a few coins which I think have been doing phenomenally well over the last few days, or the last few weeks, have been consistent despite all the volatility. One of them is EOS, initially pending around the $8 mark, now looking at the $14 mark. EOS, an interesting platform which is going to be, or is regarded as an Ethereum, so-called Ethereum killer, and will be released very soon I believe in June or July. And once the price goes live, once the platform hits the exchanges, I can hopefully see price going to around sort of $40 to $50. So I expect a hype occurring around the release of the new platform. So I think it's still a good time to buy and get involved. One of the things I want to bear in mind though is this is a crowd sale. So EOS at the moment, it's not its own coin, it's a ETH20 token. The founder realized that instead of limiting the ICO period to a specific time, they've realized they want to raise as much capital as possible. So what essentially will happen to your EOS tokens when the actual EOS coin comes to the market is yet to be seen. If you read their terms and conditions, they don't really give any guarantees. So one of the things I'll be careful to potentially hold your EOS tokens beyond the 1st of July, when they launch the actual EOS coin. Another coin I want to bring to your attention is a coin called Wanchain, and Wanchain has been getting a lot of attention in the last few weeks and months, and is regarded to be one of the next top 20 coins. Wanchain essentially is founded by Mr. Liu. Mr. Liu is also the founder of Factum, which is already a well-known and successful cryptocurrency. Essentially what they are hoping to achieve is to build a decentralized banking infrastructure using their one technology as the main distributor. So when I look at new coins coming to the market, and Wanchain is supposed to be live this week, 24th or 25th, I look at the team and the experience of the founders. I just mentioned to you about Jack Liu. You know, he's a mathematician from the Peking University, one of the best facilities for mathematics. So clearly a very smart and brilliant guy. And as I said, he's got a track record already in founding Factom in 2014. So I'm a big believer that he has the right credential to get something off the ground. And then we have Dustin Byington. So again, very, very strong academic background. Founded the Bitcoin College in 2014 and has been involved in a number of other Bitcoin related ventures. And if you look at the remaining team, a lot of them seem to be from Peking University, which means they must have known each other or must have worked with each other for a long time, which always is a good sign if people know each other from previous projects. So they're more likely to get things off the ground very quickly and very successfully. So looking at the team, very strong academical background, programming, I mean, obviously expect them to have programming skills, and overall I think it's a very interesting team. The board of advisors also looks very strong. It's a combination of academics, venture capitalists, and it will be very interesting to see how this coin is going to perform. I expect the price, once it hits the exchanges, it's yet to be confirmed which exchanges. Once it hits the exchanges, I expect it to be, going up between 5 to 10x in it straight away. Potentially see initial dump back to the original ICO price, or perhaps even just 2x, and then gradually increasing to one of the top 20 coins. So this is one of the things I want you guys to have a look at. And last but not least, I want to issue a note of warning to people who currently own IOTA or are buying out IOTA, which most of you know has seen a massive bull run towards the end of last year, hitting sort of all-time highs of $5. Where's it? Yeah, let's look at the charts. It was hitting sort of all-time highs are here, looking at almost $5 for 480, and then kind of lost a bit of momentum on the market in the last weeks, primarily driven by a number of factors, including competitors such as Rayblock coming into the market. But IOTA, behind the scenes, I've been following it, is still making some really, really good progress. It's building some really strong partnerships. The initial confusion we had with Microsoft and the potential partnership last year is sort of weighing off. But IOTA is making some strong moves, and they are yet still to bring out a new wallet this year. But it's essentially my issue of warning is once you create your own wallet, or once you open the IOTA wallet, there's still a alpha version. It'll ask you for a seed. In order to get the seed, you need to generate a seed. So there are websites like iotaseed.co or iotaseed.net, which are regarded to be spam websites who will steal your IOTA. So please be careful. The one I recommend is the one which is widely used, is iotaseed.io. So please ensure you just use this one rather than any other potential spam websites. And as I said, the wallet is still very buggy. Sometimes I've got around 1,000 IOTA coins in there, but they still seem to be. It still seems to be difficult to get them out or moving around. I'm not worried at all. I'm a long-term holder in this. I believe over time they will improve. They have a strong team and, most importantly, a very strong community. That's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.